Hello, judges. I'm about to call time. Time? So, hello. My name is Sum, and I'm from Coffee Project New York. Basically, I would like to share with you the story of how I'm roasting this Rwandan coffee from Sholi Cooperative. Let's first talk about intention. So my intention of roasting has always been making specialty coffee very accessible for everybody. And therefore, my approach to roast this coffee is make sure that it is good to drink on its own black, with milk, as espresso or filter. However you want to drink it, I want to make you happy. So that's my intention of making this coffee and roasting it. I use two different types of roaster. I use a Ikawa Sample roaster, and I also use this S7 Stronghold. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm approaching this coffee as well. As we all know it, African region, it's very fruity, high density. So how can I roast this coffee approachable by making it balanced? Think about people who like to put milk in their coffee. I think about people who like to make it as espresso. How do we not make that acidity punch you in your face? So that's my goal for it. I first start with a sample roast, which is 50 grams. But before I did the sample roast, I did a really quick green evaluation, just taking moisture, which is 10.5%, and also density at 742 grams per liter. I did not do any green sorting or anything like that because I wanted to have a first impression. So after roasting it, I realized that, potentially, I might need to sort my beans because if I don't, maybe using the air roaster, I'm not getting an even kind of coat around the coffee bean itself. So I'm using screen size 16, 17, and 18. My batch size for profiling, I actually do 510 grams. Why such random numbers? Because I wanted to do 70% of the maximum capacity, and therefore I will have like a more even gas heat approach to it. I did two profiles. Why do I do two profiles? It's because I wasn't too happy with the first one, which is here on the first line. I put a red cross to it. I'm going to give you a bunch of numbers right now. So to roast, first profile, I had a 37.38% drying. I have a 50.01% yellowing, and then I have a 12.61% development. So my total roast time is 12 minutes and 24 seconds, and I finish at 345 Fahrenheit. I cup it, I like it, but when I let it sit and let it cool, I realize it's super grainy, very green. So I know for sure that, I'm going to develop it a little bit more. So then I go to my profile number 2, maintaining the turning point, maintaining the color change temperature, and maintaining the first crack, and the readings are over here. And I realized that I'm just going to stretch the development a little bit more with an additional 24 seconds. So now I'm going to give you a second set of reading for my profile number 2, which is going to be 36.2% drying, 48.69% yellowing, and 15.11% development. I also finish at 346 Fahrenheit, and I finish in 48 seconds. That being said, I am manipulating my halogen, I'm manipulating my hot air, my agitation, so that I can maintain all my first crack, my color change, and attain the profile that I like. So I finish roasting, and the color reading that I'm getting, whole bean is 59.6, and ground is 81.9. Also, don't worry about the big gap. It is okay. I cupped it. And now I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about my cup to profile. So, let's talk about fragrance. My fragrance that I'm getting a lot of milk chocolate, roasted hazelnut, and red apple. At first, I thought it was some sort of florality, but it's actually like just the skin of red apple. Next, I'm going to talk about aroma. I'm getting botanical, like white flower. I'm also getting milk chocolate, dried fruits, like prune, and then it's nutty finish. When I assess the flavor, I break it down to hot, warm, and cool. So when it's hot, I'm getting dark chocolate, roasted hazelnut, it's fruity, and a lot of brown sugar. And as it's warm, the red apple comes out a little bit more. And I got clementine. I also got black tea. And And the brown sugar turns a little bit more to simple sugar. And finally, the sweetness is going to be like candy and chocolate. Thank you. Time.